Greetings everyone, and welcome back to another installment in the Phone Archive, a series in which we look at strange, weird, obscure and unique phones from all around the globe for your entertainment. And in today's one, I want to show you all a bizarre clone that has a lot of features that most phones nowadays can barely offer. Now I've already spoiled the look and what this is in the title most likely, so you know what we're about to look at. Before we go any further, just to clarify that timestamps or chapters are integrated into the video so you can skip along to wherever you need to be, as this phone has a slight problem. The LCD is damaged. We can still use and show majority of the features off, but it may be a bit of a throw off for some people, so skip to the teardown or specifications if that may bother you. But anyways, here it is. So just a first glance of this, it looks like a Blackberry Clone with the QWERTY keyboard and sort of that whole metal finish going on. And if we swap to the back, you can see it says TV, and here is also missing a cover, but I'll display what that cover is supposed to look like, as there was one listed on eBay recently, but I did not get this one from eBay. I got this from eWaste many years ago, and I've been wanting to show this thing off for several years. But going around this, it looks like a BlackBerry Bold 9700 clone, if I remember correctly. Instead of a trackpad, we've just got a standard D-pad, but as I said, I've already spoiled the best feature about this. This phone doesn't have one SIM card slot. Doesn't have two SIM card slots. It doesn't have three SIM card slots. No, my friends, this has 4 SIM card slots. This is the ultimate shady dealer business phone, if you will. As you can see at the top there, it's got 4 SIM card logos just there. Earpiece, front camera, little notification LED. We've got this screen, which you can see the plastic is damaged, and then there's just this big, huge crack straight through the LCD. So I'll try and demonstrate as much as I can with this. Obviously, you're not going to be able to see 50% of the screen pretty much. The QWERTY keyboard looks a little something like this, and you've got a call button for each SIM card. We're going to load this up with SIM cards. It's 2G only, but we'll give it a go and just see if anything happens. The QWERTY keyboard as well, which is quite clicky and would be fairly usable, I would say. You got the TV button, back, power on, and we've got a stainless steel frame going around there. Volume keys, 3.5mm headphone jack, which is pretty good. The built-in antenna for the TV, which I'll try and demonstrate, but it's only analog, not digital. And on the back is supposed to be an 8.1 megapixel camera, but I can tell you all now that's definitely not the case. We've got an area for the speaker, which I will warn everyone now, when I power this thing on, take your headphones off or put the volume down to at least 2. I'll put the volume down during editing because it's very loud when this thing powers on. The back cover saying TV and the 4 SIM card slots, and then at the bottom you've got a micro USB port as well as a standard little Nokia charging port, and that's basically it around this thing. So popping the back cover off reveals that it has a Nokia BP4L battery, which is a 1500 mAh battery, but under here is the magic. You ready for it? There you go. There's all the IMEIs right there. If you want to look up each one of these, then you are absolutely more than welcome to. But there's also 2 microSD card slots. The phone does have internal storage, but they've just decided to throw 2 microSD card slots on here and call it a day. But 4 mini SIM slots on this. I know you can buy phones on the market now with 4 SIM card slots for various scenarios, but it is just absolutely bizarre looking at this and seeing all of the SIM card slots. Dual SIMs on a clone is pretty much the usual, but 4 SIM card slots, 2 microSD card slots, micro USB, and a headphone jack is just a little ridiculous. Oh, and a QWERTY keyboard. This thing has all the bells and whistles. Now, I'm actually not too sure of the maximum capacity of each microSD card slot. I'm gonna try a 4GB one in here just to see if it picks it up, but it's already got a 512 meg microSD card already in there. There we go, there's a janky 4GB one. So 4GB loaded in there. Now we've got SIM 1, SIM 2, SIM 3, and SIM 4. So I'll put an active Telstra SIM in the first slot. I highly doubt this will be 3G, but I'll just put it in there just for the whole sake of it. Also, for the sake of sakeness, I'll just use my bag of SIM cards to just put random SIM cards and fill this up just to make it look cool. Oh, a Telstra one. Alright, we'll put that Telstra one in there then. Oh wait, I don't know if any of these are pin locked or not. That's fine. We'll put a 3 one in there. Man, does anyone remember 3? I certainly do. The last one is an Optus one, and that is it. 4 SIM cards loaded in this thing. I will admit it's definitely something cool to look at. I'll go put the battery in, chuck the back cover on, and we'll power this thing on. Now earlier I did address the speaker on this is absolutely horrendous. So if you are wearing headphones, please maybe put them down or move them around somewhere so then you're not going to be able to hear this at full volume. Just letting you all know now. Powering up this thing, here we go. It's a welcome. Of course it is. So here is where you can select all your SIM cards. Obviously all 4 are selected, but you can unselect which ones you don't want to use on boot up. But once you are done, you press done, and I will warn everyone again, get ready for what you're about to hear. Yep, and Sim 2 has a pin. Give me a second, I'll replace it. Alrighty, so we have booted up, and we'll just give it a second just to register the SIM cards, but I have a feeling it's not going to do anything because, yeah, 2G only, but the damage that's being caused to this though. As I said, this was an e-waste find, so it is what it is. It says emergency, emergency, and I'm not sure if that says no service and no service. 1, 2, 3, and 4 don't have any service anyways. Apart from the Telstra SIM in the first slot, all the rest are just unregistered SIMs anyways. So it was just more filling it up to demonstrate what it would look like. Yeah, the display, hopefully I can replace this. When we get to the teardown, I want to take a look and see what display this is. I may have another clone that has a display for this, I'm not too sure, but we'll just try our best with what we have. But according to the wallpaper and the user interface just on the main screen there, it's ripping off Blackberry, and it even has the icons just there as well that you can kind of see just there. Okay, it's switched to no service now. Yeah, you can see the icons just along there. This isn't a touchscreen, by the way. Everything's controlled via the buttons. If we press the volume keys, we'll obviously have it at maximum because it's bound to scare the shit out of me at one point. Pressing this button appears to do absolutely nothing. The TV button, oh, hello. I'll just scan for any channels and see if anything comes up. I don't think it will, but it'd be funny if it picked up digital. I'm pretty sure all around the world analog is shut down. Nothing, unfortunately. Could have watched TV on our welcome phone with 4 SIM card slots. Messages is going to look a little something like that, so if we were to use the keyboard and go, where are you? Look, the keyboard's not too bad, it's clicky, but all the buttons are just kind of a little bit too close together. Definitely went with a Blackberry look there for sure, but being a cheap knockoff, you can't really expect too much. Browser, we've got Vodafone, my account. Well, that's browser. You're not going to be able to see much there. And checking the storage, we have 55k of internal storage with 7.5 kilobytes free. It's only detected one memory card, which is 256 megabytes. I thought it was a 512 meg one that I've put in here. So 4 gigabytes not detected. I'll put a 2 gigabyte one in here and see if that works. So putting a 2 gigabyte one in hasn't detected, and I can't switch. So I'll put a 1 gigabyte one in here and see if that works. Nope. Still hasn't come up. Alright, so 1 gigabyte hasn't worked, so I have a feeling you can only use one microSD card slot at a time, but I'll try a 512 megabyte one and see if that works. Nope. Alright, maybe the second microSD card slot doesn't work then? Because I've tried 4 gig, 2 gig, 1 gig, 512, and it would be pretty silly if it only accepts two 256 megabyte ones. Regardless, it has 2 microSD card slots, even though we can't test them. It's pretty cool still. Next up we have... oh, we've got the speaker test already. Well, I guess we're gonna go ahead and do that then, aren't we? All I can say is brace yourselves for what you're about to hear. Holy shit. Ah. Oh god. Please stop. That was horrendous. That was something. I think it got to 108, I think, on there. I felt my eardrums literally rattle inside of my head. I mean, the speaker quality is definitely, it's loud, but it's complete garbage. But at least we got to do the speaker test early. I hope you didn't have this in the background and that all of a sudden just blared at you, because you likely would have thrown your headphones away. I'm not responsible for any damages. We'll move on, because we've got something else here, which is just contacts, which we'll just leave that. Also, to get into the main menu, you press the second call button. Call 1 is just SIM 1, SIM 2. Call 4 says something, but I can't see it. Call 3 says something, but I can't see it. TV opens TV. C does nothing, and you can dial your numbers like that if you need to. So we'll jump straight into menu where we've got file manager, which we've already taken a look at. Is there anything on the phone memory though that looks interesting? I don't think there's anything on here because of being 55 kilobytes of total internal storage, which you're not going to get that far, but there is pictures of a kibby on here though. You can't see it. That's sad. Well, this is what the two kibbies do look like on this phone, if you were interested. which is also giving you an idea of what the camera quality is going to be looking like on this. But anyways, moving on. Phone book, been through here. Fun and games. We have MSN, which, don't know about you, but I used to use MSN quite a lot, and then Windows Live Messenger. Good times. Very, very good times there. Confirm. Okay, yep, edit. We're not going to get too far with this, because obviously I have no data connection and this doesn't have Wi-Fi. But we've got something opened here. Connection to change the settings, I think it says. In games, we have Puzzle. Is it the Mona Lisa? No, it's, oh dear God, what is this? It's a dog, I think. Is it a dog? Yeah, I believe so. I can't see what I'm doing, so I'm just pressing buttons. Even if I could see what I was doing, I still wouldn't be able to solve this. Game settings, background music, sound, vibration, nothing too special in there, so keep moving on. We've got call center, doesn't offer too much. Also, the menu layout in here is also Blackberry inspired. The whole thing is obviously a Blackberry clone, but with 4 SIM card slots, because why not? Messages, I don't think there's anything, no. Because you've got four inboxes you've got. Multimedia, so mobile TV, I've already tried, not going to get too far with that. Camera on the other hand, here we go. Even though half the screen is damaged, I was still able to take some photos with this at 1280 by 1024, which is definitely not 8 megapixels, that's for sure. You can zoom in, like so. It takes a little while, but it does work. You do have a bunch of different options here. I did take some night shots, but they're nothing too special. It was on the highest quality, and if we go to options, you can do self-capture, which changes it to the front camera like so. And that is also 1280 by 1024. But otherwise, within settings, there's not too much you can do in here. Pretty much everything you've seen on other clones before. What I had to do, instead of selecting something and then changing the settings, I had no idea what's there. So I had to go down, see what the image size was at, then go back up, change it, come back down, see that it's on 220 by 170, and then go, okay, back to that 1280 by 1024. I had to use a little bit of ingenuity, but I managed to get by with what I've got. As for the video recorder, looks a little something like this, which I'm pretty sure we've seen on iPhones before and other Java OS clones. Not much you can do in here, but what I'll do is splice the photos and videos I took with this Blackberry phone in, and enjoy what you're about to see.
Here we are testing the Blackberry clone that has 4 SIM card slots and 2 microSD card slots, which is pretty fascinating, and half the screen is broken, but that's okay. I can still do the camera test right here. You can see the froggos. Hopefully you can see them. I mean, I can see a little bit of the screen, but not too much though. Single digits, I think, yes. Jelly movement, yes. All of the boxes are ticked. The pictures are supposed to be 8 megapixels, but it only comes up as 1280 by 1024, so we know where this one's going. As for EIS, yeah, there's a lot of it. Working good. Okay, we can't expect too much from this. I don't even know when this thing was released, to be fairly honest. There's Stuart looking like he's dancing around there, having a good time. Yep. The lemon tree, which I'm honestly thinking of just getting it chopped away now, because it's too big. And the faraway aircon looks a little something like this. Now I've got to zoom all the way in. There you go, 4 times digital zoom. Can you see the faraway aircon? Can you see breeze air? Nope. Okay. And the sky looks like that. Oh, I can't even zoom out now. It's kind of stuck. Well, there you go. That's the camera quality of the Blackberry clone thing. We'll go onto the front camera and test to see how good that is. Alrighty, and we're testing the front video quality of the Blackberry knockoff that has 4 SIM card slots and 2 microSD card slots. That's completely amazing. I can't see a single thing on the screen. I can see a little bit. little tiny bit of what's going on. Looks like single frames a second. Really good jelly movement. Shut up, bird. That jelly movement is definitely something, though. That's, it's like I'm in a rave or underwater or something. It's good. If you like the Blackberry Clone thing. Okay, well, that was easy. It's a good phone. Trust me. Belly rub. Belly rub. Yeah, you belly rub. Yeah, chonk.
Can I praise the cameras on this? No, because I recently reviewed a Nokia 7280 that takes better photos than this, and that came out in 2004. But then again, that's a brand name and this is just a random knockoff, so can't expect too much. But 176 by 144 resolution for video on both the front and rear camera. Definitely far from the best quality, that's for sure, but it works. It will do, I guess, for something like this. We can play back the videos that I did take with this, which runs at 2 frames a second, I think it. It's about 3 frames a second. And trying to view an image on here looks a little something like that. So there's not too much we can see in here, and I can't really demonstrate the display quality. From what I can see of it, it's just a run-of-the-mill display, probably 240 by 320 at best. Audio player we've been to. Sound recorder looks a little something like that, not that you can see much. FM radio, don't need an antenna, alright. What's playing on Australian radio on a Tuesday night at 1 AM? Which I have no idea what song that was. I've never heard it before. Alright, well that's it in multimedia. Organizer has calendar, which is going to look a little something like that. Tasks, not too much here. Alarm, nope. World clock, yeah, that's about right. In settings, we have phone settings, time and date, all that sort of stuff. There's a G sensor, so an accelerometer in here. That's interesting. Display, oh, wallpapers. So the first one is the Blackberry Road. Then we've got, I think that's water. That's water. And then we've got red. You can change the animation for the power on and power off, but it's just the wallpapers and the welcome animation, so nothing fun to show there. Signal LED, as you can see, has been flashing this whole time, and well, that obviously works. Network, Sim1 network, which if I go to selection, wait a second, it says 3G there with Telstra. This can't be 3G. I'll try it, hang on. Nope. Maybe it could be 3G then. I mean, it said 3G, but the bands aren't compatible with the Telstra SIM that I've put in, so I'm not too sure on that one. But even if it was working, most older dual SIM phones have one SIM in 3G and the other in 2G, so I'd say that the first SIM card slot would be 3G, the rest would be 2G, which I can't really test much of anyways. We'll go back to security. We've got security for all these SIM card slots, connections, Bluetooth and data, accounts I think it says there, shortcuts, all that good stuff. Restore factory settings, and that is it for settings. User profiles is next, but I'm not going to do that because that's all the ringtones. I want to leave that till last. In extra, we have calculator, which I don't know, looks like that, and ebook reader has nothing on there. Should have put a text file on there. Services, can't do much, and shortcuts, can't do much there as well. Alright, user profiles. Here we go. Customize. If I haven't warned you enough already, be prepared once again because we're going to go through the ringtones on this thing. And you'll have to tell me where these are pinched from as well, because I'm not too sure, unless they're all the ones we've heard before. But anyways, I'm delaying the inevitable. Yep, I know what these are. Oh, my eardrums. Oh. Misery, pain. At least you'd be able to hear it when it rings. Oh. Where's the Arabic Nokia ringtone? Oh. That sounds familiar, but I don't know what it's from. It's probably something really obvious, too. Oh, Jesus. Hope the neighbors don't mind me doing this at 1 AM. Oh, it's screaming in my head. Tomorrow morning I'm going to be deaf. God, we're not even halfway. What the fuck is this? Oh God. We almost done? If you have that playing on your birthday, it's a sad birthday. Oh, hello. Oh. That kick. What a kick. Oh, thank God we're done. That was the default ringtones on this thing. As I said, I'm going to be deaf in the morning. My eardrums are still ringing. But I wanted to demonstrate them all on the loudest volume to demonstrate the potential of the speaker in this. It's good quality. That was definitely something, I can tell you that. But with that, that's pretty much all the features that I can demonstrate on this device. I can't show you too much due to the screen damage, but I'll take this apart and see if I can actually replace it or not. But what can I say about this phone? It's got 4 SIM card slots, which is pretty cool. If you were doing shady business dealio things and you needed 4 SIM card slots for some particular reason, then this would be really good. Dual SIMs is pretty much more than enough, but if you wanted 3 SIM card slots or 4, well, this is the thing for you. And 2 microSD card slots, which I can't figure out the go with that. I have a feeling that second one's faulty, but I'm not too sure. But regardless though, yeah, this is just another Blackberry knockoff pretty much. But as I said, it does have some nifty features that most modern phones nowadays don't have, and, well, the speaker quality was absolutely atrocious. But I think it's time we should take this apart and look at the innards. Off we go. Power it off. Get ready. Painful. Absolutely painful. Well, there's a good thing to this video. It didn't go for as long as the rest of the other videos I do, as I couldn't show terribly much on here, and there's not too much to look at anyways. It's just a very standard clone. It's just the whole 4 SIM card thing that I just wanted to show off, and I've showed it off. I'm not too sure what that says, but it doesn't tell me the manufacturing date. So it'll be on the motherboard somewhere, but otherwise we've got a bunch of screws to take out, so let's go ahead and pop them out. Well, taking the 2 pieces off like so, we've got the keypad, and this is where all the weight is, right here, because this is made of metal, but the earpiece is just in there like so, and not much else to add there. Here is the display though, but I'll take this one screw that's holding the board down out, and now we get access to everything. So on the back, not too much to mention. We've got the vibration motor in there, the Nokia charging port just there, and the antenna. That's about it, because this is the guts right here. So just down here, we've got motor and DC jack, all these SIM card slots. There's a connection just here that's meant to be soldered. There's another unused connection just there. There is a chip right there though. I'll Google this and see what that comes up with. Maybe it's a controller for all of these. Not too sure. The speaker though, holy moly. That's why it was so loud. I would say that's a 30mm driver right there. Similar to what has been in other clones over the years, but while it is a big speaker, it's not really that capable. And lifting off the back like so, I didn't realize it was 2 LEDs, but I took night shots and they didn't really work that well anyways. Headphone jack there. We've got some more points there for the LEDs. There's a random wire just soldered there for either Bluetooth or signal strength. We're gonna have to pop this LCD off, but I have a feeling it's one of the ones that can't be replaced. Unfortunately, it is not. It is one of those ones. And there is codes on the back just like so. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to get too far with this. To try to find a compatible screen for a clone like this, it's probably not worth it. But it was worth having a look just in case I was able to. But I think I may have also killed it because I wasn't sure how the display was connected to the motherboard. And I think I've ripped these. Doesn't matter though. I've already done what I needed to do with this. We do have a sticker just there, which may reveal any information. Not really. Couple of codes just there and there as well. The front camera has 5805 written on it. There's also JUX printed there for some reason, not too sure. There is a code on the rear camera just there, although you can't quite see it. I'll display the code on screen and I'll Google that and see if it comes up with anything and splice in any information to tell you what the cameras are. But accordingly to the resolution, it's 1.3 and 1.3. And finally, for the last bit, it's time to rip the shielding off and see what we've got in here. What MediaTek processor is running in this? It's gonna be MT6 something or other. I know that much. Okay, so the first module is just there, which I believe is a expansion module? Maybe it's not. Not too sure. I'll look this up and see what that is, but the MediaTek processor is right there. A MediaTek MT6253 DVN, which has probably been on one of the iPhone clones, I think. We also have another RDA chip, which is that one right there. So there's 2 RDA ones. Not sure what they do, but I'll Google them and see if they correspond with anything. Can't replace the screen, unfortunately. Look, I could replace the screen with another one, but you'd have to solder it down, and as I said, it's probably not worth it with this clone. I just wanted to showcase this one off in a kind of quick and rushed, rambly video. So as I said, I'm pretty sure I've shown everything that I needed to, but I'll go ahead and put this back together, and I have a feeling it won't work, because yeah, I'm ripping the flex ribbon. You never know, it might. Alright, for the moment of truth, let's see if it still works. While I'm powering this up, I'll display the specifications on screen for this thing to let you all know what's running in this, and it still works. I have no words. I thought I ripped the flex ribbon. Obviously I didn't, and it still works. That's the specifications of this Blackberry clone with 4 SIM card slots. Tell me in the comments if you've ever come across a phone with 4 SIM card slots. As I said, I know there's ones out on the market by Servo, I think. They made the pen phones. They make some phones with 4 SIM card slots, but this is the only one I have with a damaged screen, which I've now probably damaged even more. It's just a regular run-of-the-mill clone. There's not much to it, but hey, at least we got to have a look at the innards and test out all those horrible ringtones. I think that was worth the pain of this. But that's it, everyone. That was a fairly quick look at this Blackberry Clone that I've had sitting around for quite a long time that I got from e-waste, and it had a cracked display and I didn't think I could do much with it, but here we are. I've done something with it finally. I've tested it out. Maybe I'll find another phone with 4 SIM card slots one day, or 2 microSD card slots. Who knows? But I know this video was fairly quick and just rambly and stuff, but that's what we do here. I just wanted to take a quick look at it before I go on my break, and that's really it, to be fairly honest. So I hope you did enjoy this video for what it was. If you made it this far, I don't know how long this video is going to go for, but if you made it to the end of the video, thank you very much. If you need to use the timestamps, that's why they're there. That's no problems whatsoever. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed another installment in the phone archive, and if you want to see more obscure, weird, strange, and unique phones, please let me know down in the comments, and I'm more than happy to do more videos of them in the future, as I have so many devices that I'd like to cover, as well as do retrospectives on older Nokia devices, maybe Sony Ericssons, LGs as well. You never know. Now, speaking of very strange devices, I was actually going through my garage, sorting out random stuff, and in a tub that I've had out there for 5 years, I found this. This is a Prince phone. It's an MB660, and it's a fairly chunky phone, but there's one little gimmick with this thing, is that this little thing here pops the camera out to there like so. This would have been a cool little phone to show on the phone archive, but there's a small problem. The LCD is actually damaged completely in this. The flex ribbon's torn right through, and the screen doesn't look like something that I'd be able to get anywhere at the moment, so you just kind of have to look at it as it is. And inside of it looks a little something like this. Prince MB660, and it's made by Everwish Trading Limited. And there you go, the IMEI's there. Feel free to look that up and tell me where that's pinched from. If you somehow know where to get a screen for one of these, please let me know as well, but otherwise I'll just leave it as a little piece in my collection that's unique, and I'll never see another one like this again. No idea where I got it from though. I don't even remember picking this up anywhere, and it was in pieces in the tub that was in the garage, so your guess is as good as mine. Alright everyone, well that is the end of the video, so thank you very much for watching this. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you do appreciate looking at these weird and obscure clones. Some of them aren't interesting, some of them are. It just really depends. And like that cheapo phone spectacular I did a couple of months ago where I had a look at several different phones in one big video, I may do that with some of the other ones that I have, but we'll see how we go. Thank you once again for watching, I really do appreciate it, and as always, take care, stay safe, be good people, and I'll see you all in the next video, which is going to be a look at a bunch of pop stations. Ashens hasn't looked at a pop station for several years. I have been collecting them for many years, and I'd like to just play through a fair amount of them in one video, just for the whole sake of it, and tear them apart, and have a good laugh at them while we're at it. But until that video, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.
If you like this content, feel free to leave a like or a dislike if you didn't. Thanks heaps for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.